Hey there, amazing chosen ones. How are you? I hope all is well and everything is absolutely amazing on your end. Welcome back. This is your light in darkness, and I'm back again with another new amazing life purpose reading for all of you today. So today's reading is about inequality. A lot of you have to experience and face both at work and at house, at home, within a marriage, at your in-laws' place, for being ambitious in your life. Okay, it's not just about women here, it's about men as well who experience bias, partiality and inequality both at work or just might be at work, but sometimes at home as well. Okay, not for all, but definitely for some people out there who are listening to me right now. So, your purpose as a chosen one here is to bring in the element of equality both at work and at house, at home, at your in-laws' place or within marriage by sharing responsibilities equally, not allowing anyone's opinions, judgments, gossip, ridicule to doubt your path, your skills, your abilities, your potential, and the potential of your dreams and ambitions for it to come true. Okay? Because people out there feel threatened when they see other people thriving and doing better than them. That is why you see inequality, injustices, unfairness, and wrong happening with the people who try to move forward and level up with the morals and values of highest of nature. Meaning people who are honest, people who are not bootlickers, people who are not self-conscious, people who are not cunning or, fame seekers. They work hard and focus on leveling up in whatever field, venture, project they undertake. The people who do not like these kind of values, the people who usually operate from the very lowest of states of consciousness, they feel threatened. Okay, that is why these kind of problems and challenges appear. So your purpose as a chosen one is to help people who are finding themselves in such sort of situations or troubles to gain clarity and have assistance, at least from your end, to not shrink themselves to either match their level or go down in the dumps, because that's exactly what these people want. No one should be doing that. That's like just going back in circles and not reaching anywhere. Because the people who do not want to change, they don't want others to change as well. That is why there are these kind of problems. That is why you are here. Because it cannot be like that forever. It cannot continue to remain like this forever. It needs to change. It must change. Who's going to change that? You are here to do that. You are here to bring in changes. This might be happening with you or someone else you know. So if it's happening with you, you know what you need to be doing. If it's happening with someone else, you know, who wants to move forward with highest of morals and values, who wants to be righteous and choose righteousness always over and above anything and everything that is presented in front of them, to tempt them to go back or resort to the lowest levels of consciousness. All you can do here is be there for them, to guide them, assist them, or at least if they come and seek your advice, you can advise them and suggest them that Be real, authentic, and original, no matter how many people you piss off or how many people feel pissed off by your example, because there is no option or point of going back. There is no option or point of descending once you have made a decision of thriving, leveling up, and moving forward. Okay, though it might get difficult, as these people, as I said, they feel threatened, and when a person with no maturity, no conscience as well, and a very distorted mindset can get a little negative with you, or can use something negatively to either create more difficulties for you or cause you to go down on your path, which is something that might feel overwhelming or difficult for you to face, experience, or go through at times. As people come at you, as people attack you, as people try to throw you off track, no matter where you're feeling or experiencing unfairness, inequality, injustices, or things like that, it can happen even at your house, within your relationships as well, when someone from your own family is feeling threatened from you and doesn't want you to grow up. They may start talking shit about you. They may start, spreading lies or rumors about you. They may start gossiping behind your back, which may feel disturbing and difficult at times, or you may get overwhelmed with your stress or a burden you might choose to carry on your heart but shouldn't. It's all right. Okay, no matter how difficult it gets, because it will get difficult, or it is already difficult right now for you, do not shrink, do not descend. That's not you're here for. And if someone comes to you to seek guidance and advice over this situation or issue, share this wisdom, this knowledge, and these guidelines with them. Okay. Now, when I say do not shrink, do not descend, keep leveling up, keep moving forward, it can create conflict. It can bring in more problems. It can create even more conflict, especially within relationships. At workplace, you can ignore people to some extent, not fully, but at house, within relationships, they may start to look at you as arrogant, adamant, rigid, stubborn, egoist. They may start calling you by these names, or they may start, turning other people by saying such sort of things about you to them. That's why I'm saying it can get difficult, both at work or at home, within marriages, relationships, or things like that. That does not mean you give up on yourself and on your purpose and just go back and resort back to the old ways of living and being, which actually need to change. This isn't serving anyone, be it men or women. Any person who wants to live a meaningful, purposeful life, who wants to do something great in their life, it's not easy for anyone, okay? Anyone, be it man or woman, men or women, anywhere they are right now, in any field, at any place around the world, in any city, religion, region, country, whatsoever, they face similar situations. It's all because of what has been going on, which needs to change. Okay? Ambition, if it's for a good purpose, is always good and must get supported. Goals for a higher purpose must get encouraged and supported. Okay, we understand that. Many people don't. And if such people are at a position of authority or power at any place, be it at work or at home, they feel threatened. they will feel threatened, because for them it's like losing a part of their body. They cannot handle that. They cannot tolerate that. It's painful. It's disturbing for them. So in order to stop that from happening, they create such sort of problems. They'll have problem with your goals. They'll have problem with your morals and values. They'll have problem with anything and everything you'll do, because your energy, your vibrations, your character holds so much of power. They cannot tolerate that. They know what kind of changes you can bring. They know that once you come into power or authority, then they won't be able to control anything. They won't be able to manipulate anything. They won't be able to, hold the strings in their hands. They know that very well. That is why they become so bitter and hostile or atrocious or problematic. They start to create problems for the people, especially those who are trying to walk on a noble path, because they know very well how much power a person holds who chooses to walk on a noble path. They know that very well. That is why they feel so threatened and insecure and worried. And in that worry, in that insecurity, with those fears and anxiety and anguish, they start to act even more rigid, even more stubborn, even more hostile or atrocious than before. That's why they say things which they know very well are going to trigger you. They say things which they know very well are going to hurt you or do things. They know that very well. They are not that dumb. Though they operate from a very lowest level of consciousness, they're not that dumb to not figure out that it's not anything great, that which they are doing, but they don't care. All because of the level of consciousness they're operating at. So, in order to bring in a breakthrough, in order to bring in a positive shift, which is going to come around sooner or later, you have to understand that these are just minor blocks, challenges and obstacles you signed up for. Or in other words, you'll have to face no matter what happens. Because again, I'll repeat, there is no option of going back or descending or lowering your standards down. Nothing is going to change, and nothing good is going to come out of going down in the dumps once again or descending for the sake of seeking, for the sake of receiving their validation or promotion or bonus or anything like that. Or just, some sort of a compliment from your family members, their approval or validation, because it's becoming difficult that they are turning distant and withdrawn from you, and they are not appreciating you anymore. They are not thinking good about you. Instead, they are saying negative things about you, talking shit behind your back, which happens. If you are a curse breaker in your family or somewhere else, if you are a catalyst for breakthroughs to come around or positive changes to come around, there are going to be people who are going to come at you or in between your goals, because they don't want that to happen, as they feel threatened by you and your example or your overall potential. Getting my point? They'll come at you and you won't understand what you should be doing with these people or with these situations or in these situations and circumstances. Do not descend. That's the answer for you. Do not descend at all. Now, it can also happen in between a man and a woman, where an insecure, highly immature and unwise man who thinks and believes, it's not for everyone, okay? So don't get offended. I know there are wonderful men out there who are learning, who are doing their inner work, who are, facing their shadow self. They are not like that. But then there are those kind of men as well who cannot handle independent, self-sufficient, confident, ambitious women. At the same time, there are women who cannot handle men who do not get tempted, who do not descend for fame, fortune, money, wealth, or things like that. Because at the same time, just like men, there are women who want to rule over men by having control and power and authority over them. There are men who do not like that, and they won't give a second thought before leaving such sort of women or places where these kind of women are trying to take lead or control in not so positive manner. Sometimes there are female bosses who try to overpower men just because she wants to feel superior over men. Any person who's doing that, whether it be a man or a woman, is not coming from a very positive perspective, is not operating from a positive attitude. A leader is supposed to lead, not rule, no matter if it's a man or a woman, and no matter at what position you stand on, how much power or authority you've got. Just like insecure, bossy, rude, narcissistic men, if there are women like that, they equally deserve to get condemned for their attitude and behavior. There is no good in trying to undermine anyone just because you want to feel superior over anyone, just because you think that only you are better or you must have the upper hand. No. Why you want to have an upper hand? What's the purpose behind that? What good is going to come out of you having an upper hand? More profits, but at what cost? By hurting people, by making them feel insecure or inferior, or by using people just as a ladder of your success. You think you're leveling up or growing, or you're going to reach somewhere good. You are going to attract something meaningful in life? No. You're attracting bad luck. My dear gentleman or my dear lady, whoever you are. I'm talking about those men and women who operate out of this kind of ridiculous attitude and mindset of overpowering over others, ruling over others, being too much bossy, too authoritative, dictative, power-seeking, fame-seeking, fame diggers, gold diggers, whatnot. Getting my point? So these are the few things you need to remember and keep in mind. You might feel stuck. You might not know what to do, but no matter how difficult it gets, give yourself some time. Do not descend. Continue to move forward. Bring in God in your life. Connect with divine and seek for help and assistance from your divine team on a regular basis. And if you are someone who can help, someone in need, someone who is in this kind of situation, be there for them, at least as a guide or a friend, a confidant, or things like that. Okay? So this was your reading. I hope you enjoyed listening to me and this brought you the clarity you were seeking, were hoping to get. If so, do let me know how you felt in the comment section below. Feel free to hit the like button and do subscribe to our channel for more such content to be readily available for all of you on a regular basis. With that being said, do not hesitate to follow through with the link given in the description box below if your heart says so. Also, if you're interested in taking a personal life purpose reading, kindly contact me or consult with me through my given email address provided in the description box below. Taking leave, will be back sooner than later. Till then, take care of yourself and your loved ones. Bye-bye.